Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Let's do our chanting before the meditation. If you have our chanting book, you can turn to page number 5. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tasse bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhasse. Namo tasse bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhasse. Namo tasse bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. The three refuges. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami. Next page. 5 precepts. Panati pata viremani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, adinādāna viremani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, kāmesu micchācārā viremani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, musāvādā viremani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, suramiraya majje pamadatthāna viremani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. On the opposite page, let's read the affirmative vows. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. Being aware of that word can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha. Iti piso bhagavā arahang samma sambuddho විඤ්ඤාචරණ සම්පන්නෝ සුගතෝ ලෝකවිදු අනුත්තරෝ පුරිස ධම්මසාරති සත්තා දේව මනුස්සානං බුද්ධෝ භගවාති. Homage to the Dhamma. Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Sanditiko Akaliko Ehi Pasnsiko Opanaiko Panchatang Veditabbo Vinyuhiti. Homage to the Sangha. Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ujjopatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Nyaya Patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Samiji Patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidang Chattari Purisa Yugani Atta Purisa Pungala Yesa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ahuniyo Pahuniyo Dakiniyo Anjali Karaniyo Anutterang Punyak Kitang Lokassati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Offerings. Offering of light. Ganesarappaditene Deepene Tamadang Sina Tiloka Deepang Sambuddhang Pujayami Tamunudang. Offering of incense. Gandha Sambhara Yuttene Dhupenahang Sugandhina Pujaye Pujaniyang Tang Puja Bhajane Muttamang. Offering of flowers. Vannagandhe gunopetang etang kusuma santating pujayami munindasse siripade saroruhe pujemi buddhang kusumene nene punyene metene labami mokkang pumpang vilayati athai dhammi kayo tatayati vinasabharam. Offering of water. Adivase tunu bhante paniyang පරිකප්පිතං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පතිගන්හාතු උත්තමේ. Offering of drinks. ආදිවාසේතුනු බන්තේ ගිලාන පච්චයං ඉමං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පතිගන්හාතු උත්තමේ. Worship of shrines. Vandami cetiyang sabbang sabbethani supatittitang saririka dhatu mahabodhing buddha rupang sakalang sada. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Wish of well-being. Namaste Namaste Manu Rate Natante Yang Punyabi Sandang Vipulang alatang tansanu bhavi hatante Reflections on the teachings of the Buddha in English. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made Adi. If one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made Adi. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one's own shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like the linpin in a moving cart. One by one, little by little, moment by moment. Wise people should remove their impurities as a smith removes the dross from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All things are not self. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Welcome everyone to our Wednesday meditation session. Wednesday night is our spiritual night. It is right in the middle of the week, and we all have dedicated this night to be a spiritual night, and we help each other to develop our inner well being on this day, and we develop that well being in order to benefit and help many other beings. So, if you really want to help others, first we have to help ourselves. Without helping ourselves, we can't help others. So Wednesday night is the day, is the night that we all get together and take care of ourselves and take care of our body, take care of our mind, and then grow basic skills that we need to enhance our own well-being, our loving kindness and mindfulness, and then we will use those skills, this training, to benefit so many others. So rejoice that we all got this opportunity. We could have been doing so many other things at this hour that may not be as useful, as profitable, as beneficial as what we are doing now. So rejoice that you somehow managed to dedicate this evening for this practice. Rejoice your decision and set your motivation that I'm doing this for my own well being, but at the same time to benefit so many other beings in this world. And this practice is to benefit all living beings. And then make a determination that I will engage in this practice wholeheartedly. This is a precious opportunity for me to grow, for me to learn the skills needed to help many living beings. So make a determination. I will engage in this practice wholeheartedly. I will make use of this opportunity, make use of this gathering, this guidance, and I will engage in a committed practice. That determination, listen to the sound of the bell and help that vibrations to bring your whole attention to this present moment. And then we will do our chant together. And then at the end of the chant, Bhante Punna will help us to practice loving kindness meditation and meditation on breathing.
Dear spiritual friends, now we are slowly moving into our meditative mode. We will bring our awareness and observe the way that we are maintaining our body. We are sitting. We are sitting with our spiritual friends. We are sitting in front of the Buddha. Some of you are sitting on the chair, some of you are sitting on the floors.
Sit comfortably and observe your sitting posture. We are sitting on the floor. We closely observe this sitting posture right now, right here, for the benefit of you. You can also do the same as we do. Bring your awareness and scan your body, and you can feel your body. You are keeping your upper body upright and placing your both legs nicely, keeping your both shoulders open, and let both arms just to hang, and place your both palms on your lap or on your thighs. We keep our chin parallel to the earth. You maintain your distance of your side for 2 to 3 feet ahead, and very gently close eyes and feel further and further, and scan and feel all different feelings of the body. In your body, there might be all different feelings: pains, aches, tightness, pressure, comfort, and discomfort. Whatever the feelings you have, feel them and feel them and feel them. Especially if you are noticing any aches, pains, pressure, and tightness. In this sitting meditation, you can relax them, focusing your attention to each and every feelings in each and every parts of the body. Relax, relax your body. Bring your attention to your forehead and top of the head and the back of the head. Especially you can very easily notice, due to the various thoughts occurring in the mind, the pressure, heavy feelings you can have on your forehead. You can feel them right now, and you can relax. Just drop down and let the forehead feels just relax and relax, relax, relax. Feel your eyes, you have closed your eyes very gently, and relax, relax, relax. Feel your facial muscles. You know how to relax your facial muscles with a genuine and beautiful smile. Of course, the smile itself is a beautiful expression, very attractive expression. You smile like a baby, and you are smiling with a baby. That smile brings peace, calmness, and gentleness onto not only onto your face, but it travels all over the body. You can feel the calmness and the peace which you generate with the support of the smile. Feel the beauty of yourself. You have such a beautiful smile. Feel your both shoulders, upper arms, lower arms, palms, and fingers. And drop down both shoulders and let both arms just to hang and feel both palms and relax. Feel the finger muscles. They are not tightening, they are not grabbing. Just relax and relax and relax. Feel your chest muscles, belly muscles, upper and lower back muscles. Feel and just drop down and let them to hang and relax. Feel your sitting muscles. Feel your thigh muscles, knees, lower legs, ankles, heels, sole of the feet, tips of the toes. Feel and relax, 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 relax. Feel your physical preparation. Feel your physical establishment. Feel, feel your body. Right now, you are in a very peaceful physical establishment. Physically, you are secured. Physically, deeply you have observed and you are observing precepts. Physical discipline. Feel your discipline with this physical establishment. And your verbal expressions are also peaceful. You are not misusing your verbal expressions. Focus your attention to your thoughts. thoughts are occurring in your mind. You can notice your thoughts. You have all different thoughts. Some thoughts are about the memories. Some thoughts are about the planning for the future. Some thoughts are about the present experiences right now. You know what has happened in the past. If there are any unpleasantness, and very gently notice that unpleasantness already has happened, it's gone. Just very gently and very freely let them go. Let them go and let them go. The future related planning, observe the aspirations, expectations, and hopes. Deeply understand future is not yet come true. Very freely and very gently let them go. Let them go. Bring your awareness to the present moment. Right now, you are sitting. You are sitting with your spiritual friends. You are sitting and guiding yourself with the noble instructions delivered by the Buddha, preserved by the venerable great masters. Observe the clarity of the mind right now, being in the present moment, that you can very easily notice you are not harboring any disturbing thoughts in your mind. No any disturbing thoughts right now. No anger, no hatred, no jealousy, no ill will. No any other disturbing thoughts in your mind. You are truly following the great wholesome instructions verbally, mentally, and physically. Right now, in this wholesome moment, we can invite some wholesome thoughts into our mind with the beautiful smile. You can easily remind yourself the pleasant, wholesome thoughts. One of the very best thoughts that we always enjoy is the loving kindness. Loving kindness. Try to remember the loving kindness. Try to remember the great qualities of the loving kindness. You can remember the great simile delivered by the Buddha. You maintain the loving kindness in your heart, in your mind, same as a mother, a lovely mother who take care of her only baby. You know the beautiful and strong loving kindness thoughts which are occurring in lovely mother's mind. She is having compassion, tolerance, patience, appreciation, forgiveness, generosity, truthfulness, mindfulness, and worthiness. Those are the great qualities of her mind because of the beautiful loving kindness. Right now, you are also acquiring and accumulating and developing and associating with these wholesome thoughts. You are enjoying and you are receiving and you are collecting and you are bringing more and more beautiful thoughts into your mind. Compassion, tolerance, patience, appreciations, forgiveness, generosity, truthfulness, mindfulness, worthiness, the capacity of sharing, the high capacity of sharing and caring, understanding. They are great qualities. All those are the great qualities of the loving kindness. You know the real meaning of the loving kindness. Right now, observe the beauty of your mind. Your mind is like a blossoming lotus bud. Let it open and notice the fragrance and the beauty. Your strong, loving kindness thoughts can heal your mind. You can overcome all the unnecessary tendencies and habits. You can reshape your mind with the support of the loving kindness. You can. You can reshape your mind. You can change the way you understand, the way you perceive with the support of the loving kindness. Loving kindness is your default mode of network. You bring your full awareness to this default mode network. Loving kindness. Feel the soothing, peaceful, loving kindness. It is your beauty. It is your way of enjoying your loving kindness. Be grateful to have such a beautiful mind. Your beautiful loving kindness brings peace and clarity. You can overcome all the unwholesome tendencies, habitual patterns, traits, and unnecessary conditions. with the support of this beautiful loving kindness. Loving kindness is soothing, healing energy you generate within. And you can radiate your loving kindness throughout the body. Loving kindness is a healing energy. Use this energy to heal your body. Deeply appreciate your body from the skin to the internal organs. Admire and appreciate. We enjoy this life with the support of this body. This body needs true medicinal, loving kindness energy all the time. You can fix your body with the support of the loving kindness energy. You can radiate your loving kindness to the skin and deeply appreciate the great support of the skin. May the skin of this body be healed, be healed, be healed, and penetrate the skin. Radiate loving kindness to the muscles. May the muscles be healed, be healed, be healthy. May the bones, joints, the bone marrows be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate your loving kindness to the internal systems. Radiate your loving kindness to your respiratory system, inhalation and exhalation, and the heart, cardiovascular system. May the respiratory system and the cardiovascular system be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate your loving kindness to the digestive system and all different organs be healed. Radiate your loving kindness to the genitourinary system, kidneys, and the rest of the entire system be healed, be healed, be healed. And radiate your loving kindness to your central nervous system, brain, inside the brain, the frontal lobe, prefrontal lobe, temporal lobes, occipital lobe, corpus callosum, cerebrum, midbrain, spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system. May this entire nervous system be healed, be healed, be healed. Feel your soothing, loving kindness. Loving kindness. Beautiful loving kindness. Healing loving kindness. Right now, you are in loving kindness. We can use our loving kindness to heal all other people and all other beings. We can heal whole world with our loving kindness. We will spread the loving kindness to each and every directions, to all beings. In the front, in the back, left, right, above and below. May all different directions, may all beings, visible and invisible, near and far, large and small, may all beings be well. May all beings be well. May all trees, plants, and creepers be healed, be well. May this entire nature be healed, be healed, be healed. Settle on your loving kindness. You have loving kindness. Cultivated awareness on the loving kindness. You have loving kindness. Applied thoughts, sustained thoughts, rapture, pleasure, and one pointedness, that you enjoy your loving kindness thoughts, you enjoy the happiness and peace which you generate with the support of your loving kindness thoughts, and you are sticking on with your loving kindness. This is the first absorption. Very gently dive into your spirituality and settle in your loving kindness. You can right now, right here, enjoy your deep loving kindness. Be well, be well, be well. Dear spiritual friends, with your soothing loving kindness awareness, we can practice breathing meditation and we focus our attention to the in breath and out breath. Observe the natural breath. Practice breathing meditation. Just relax. Observe the breath. Natural breath. Very mindful you breathe in and out and gently observe the natural breath. Practice breathing meditation.
Dukkha pataje nidukkha bhayapattaje nibbhaya sukapattaje nisukha hontu sabbipi paninu. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation and gently put your palms together. Let us take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have peaceful meditation. Feel grateful to all great teachers, meditation masters in the past who passed this wisdom from generation to generation. Feel grateful to anyone who helped your meditation tonight. And feel grateful even to those who are at home who tried not to disturb our meditation tonight. And feel grateful even to this device that helped us to connect to this meditation, and even to our bell, the cushion, the chair, and everything that help our meditation. With deep gratitude towards all people and all things that made this meditation possible for us today. Let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, it was very peaceful. Thank you, Bhante, for helping us. Okay, I hope that you had your Wednesday journey, like inner journey. You gradually, gently guide your mind to experience deeper level of tranquility and peace, and have some deeper realization when we are making those efforts about our own mind. So good. Okay, let us now move to our discussion. So as you know, we have been discussing the Loving Kindness Sutra, Metta Sutta, or Karaniya Metta Sutta, the sutra that we chant every Wednesday. So now we are studying it. So Bhante, we have finished 3 verses already. I think it took about 6 weeks to finish 3 verses. So we are in the 4th verse today. So I think today is the day that Buddha started to talk about loving kindness, right? About metta
in this discourse.
in this discourse. Yeah, because when Buddha started to talk about this loving kindness sutra, this metta sutta, before coming to loving kindness, Buddha talked about all other supporting qualities, virtues that we need to develop in order to make our loving kindness really effective. So last week we talked about two important terms, Sukhino and Kemino. So we remember that in Sukhino is related to our wish Sukhi Hotu. That is one greeting that we do to each other, Sukhi Hotu. Simply may you be well. But we realize that term Sukhino has a deeper meaning. We talk about it's not simply pleasure, but it's really a deep sense of contentment, deep sense of fulfillment. We talked about that, and then we also talk about Kemino,
And
safety.
Bante, it is amazing. The Sukino and Kevino, these two terms, we're talking about 2600 years ago,
Yeah,
because we know the human
evolution. Yeah,
evolution and the mankind, how they were evolved.
evolve.
In even recent past, we know what we study in the history, how people behave in the history with different countries,
Yeah,
and when they are overpowering each other
each
and
other. Yeah, that was
and
the like power
depriving
struggle.
depriving the others uh,
Yeah,
freedom, and
came
also,
freedom.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's an important wish, to feel came the safety means that actually is mainly we feel safe when there's no like threats around us. It's like our brain is at rest, not in a stress reaction mode. So that's what we are wishing. So today we are coming to the to talk about, okay, if you are making a real sense of well-being and then safety, to whom we are making this wish. So today Buddha talks about, to who will be the who will be the recipient of our loving kindness, to whom we will be focused on our loving kindness. So ye kechi pana bhutati tasava tavarava anavasesa. So translation is given here: whatever living beings there may be, without exception, weak or strong. So that is the translation of the first two lines. So ye kechi pana bhutati. Here Buddha talked about pana and bhuta. This is important two terms, right, Bante? So interesting way to refer to living beings. Um, what is really interesting here is that we expect that when we talk about loving kindness, and we expect that, okay, Buddha will ask us, okay, you should love towards your fellow human beings. That may be something that we expect, right? You should love for your fellow human beings. But I think Buddha start not with human beings. Actually, his net is so wide. He's asking Pana and Bhuta. The Pana is one thing. How we literally translate word Pana?
Just living beings, right, man?
Yeah,
Who
Pana. Pana is related to
yeah, to to breathe. That is the verbal root, I think.
prana means to breathe,
To
right?
breathe, yeah.
Yeah. So that Pana can be like breathing beings.
Breathing beings, yeah.
Breathing beings. Whoever breathing beings. That's the word Buddhist. Yeke Japan, whoever the breathing beings. So breathing beings, we know that many life forms that we know are breathing in different ways, right? So the Buddha is asking us to direct this, wish of well-being and this safety to all breathing beings. It's such a wide, wide focus. And then bhuta, this is also another term. These are two terms that we often refer to living beings. We can gently call them living beings, but breathing beings. And bhuta can even include any forms of life that sometimes even can include trees, right, Bante?
Yeah, yeah.
Trees, yeah.
Yeah.
But also, Bante, the pana are the breathing beings. The breathing beings are the beings who have organism, who has physical, biological organism.
Yeah.
but there can be beings who do not have a physical organism, right?
Organism, yeah.
Yeah. So the
Even
both
Buddha addressed that part,
yeah,
type of beings.
beings. Yeah, the Pahana can refer to any beings who are
Any
having
beings who have, yeah,
biological, organism,
living, the breathing
breathing
beings,
beings. Yeah, breathing
beings,
beings.
yeah.
And then it is possible that life can also exist in other forms, which may not necessarily, physical in the sense that we know physical, but there's also still a physical basis, but not the kind of rough, physical, physicality that we know, but very fine.
Like spirits,
Yeah,
ghosts,
I mean, even in the air is physical, right, Bante?
and also
Yeah. So
between the air, there might be
all other
all
all
other
other beings,
innumerable beings, you know.
Yes, yes. And so I think this is interesting. So, but they're saying that we should direct that wish of well-being and wish of safety to all breathing beings and all life forms. That's really not an easy thing to do. Not an easy thing to do. To maintain such a wish for all living beings. And then what they explains different for us to like understand different varieties of classes of beings. Tasava Thavarava. And its translation given is that is weak or strong. But we can also have other meaning, right, Bante? Tasa and Thavara.
Yeah.
How we
Thus, the meaning in Pali we can take something like a movable,
moving, right?
moving,
Tasa means moving.
moving, yeah.
Thavara,
Thavan means the opposite of moving, something like stable or
stable, not moving,
not
immobile.
moving. Yeah.
Yeah. So there can be beings who are moving. There can be beings who are not that mobile.
Mhm. So,
Mobile and immobile.
Yes, mobile and immobile. Yeah, like yes, Tasa is like mobile and Thavara is like immobile.
in one sense, I think we can take the meaning. If we take the meaning for both in the first line of this verse, both as trees,
Trees,
Pana for living,
the
breathing
breathing
beings.
beings and both as trees.
Then
Yeah.
I think there is a relationship between Tasa and Tower.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think Buddha,
Hmm.
has covered, maybe very, very simply, we can say the flora and fauna, right, Bante?
Fauna and flora.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fauna.
fauna and flora.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Interpretation.
Relationship,
Bante.
yeah.
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 Fauna
Because
and flora. Yeah.
Tasa means moving means the breathing beings, and
Yeah.
Tavara means stable, something like
Trees.
yeah, trees.
Trees, plants.
Mm.
Yeah.
That means that it's Tasa and Thavar is a further clarification for the
Pana and
Pana
Bhuta.
and Bhuta.
Bhuta, yes.
It's good.
Yeah.
Good idea. Yeah.
And then we have this term anavasesa. It's I think that's anavasesa means without exception, like without exception. Like so, I think if we divide all beings like to mobile and immobile, we cover all kinds of beings, right? So that, but it's still would added the word anavasesa without exception. So that is the the loving kindness that we should direct our loving kindness to. And then of course then we have other different classification of beings. So we can, when we really direct our loving kindness, we can think about all different identification, all different classification of beings, long beings, digava, long beings, and mahantam is big beings. Who would be Bante big beings?
It
Elephants,
depends,
right?
Bante,
Maybe.
Elephants,
Yeah.
hippopotamus,
Whales and elephant.
whales,
Yeah,
elephants,
long ones, maybe
Maybe
anaconda.
snakes.
anaconda.
Anaconda, right? So even all of them also, is deserve our loving kindness,
Mm.
right? And then majjima, like medium size, maybe tigers, deer.
Deer.
Do you think that medium
Yeah.
size, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. And then we have rasa. Rasa means
Rasaka,
rasaka, yeah, anuk, rasaka and anuk,
Anuka.
anuk,
Mm.
yeah. Rasaka means short.
Yeah.
Short one, right?
Yeah.
Short animals,
Mm.
not very tall.
Yeah.
Maybe giraffe will be tall, right? The others will be short.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then uh, Anuka is actually the very small, uh, like very
There is,
small beings,
yeah.
right? Small beings, like
Maybe
like
we
ants and bugs, or even
Even for smaller than that, huh?
yeah, I think so. Maybe what we call it, but they we use micro.
Think about the
microbug.
dust
Yeah.
mites
Doesn't
on
yeah.
this,
Yeah.
we have on the.
Yes. And Tula again, gross ones.
Mm.
Yeah. So we understand that this loving kindness should encompass all living beings. Yeah, I think we
And
tend to yes.
Bante, one day I watched a video, a little documentary.
Mm,
So it's about all different colonies, all different beings who are living in our body,
body.
all different organisms. So only in the eyebrows we have completely different
Colony of beings
colony of beings. They
living.
live there, they do everything there.
Everything there.
So that is how about the hair? How about the skin on the skin? Micro, yeah, and
Microbiomes.
yeah, and inside and outside.
Mm,
Lot of
lot of
beings.
beings.
We are
We
we, though we say I, we have to say we.
because it's all colonies of beings.
Colonies of beings.
So although we claim ownership, but actually many others are
Yeah,
living there, right?
yeah. Luckily, they are not arguing with us. So,
Arguing, yeah.
but they help on the other way, Bante.
Yeah, they help us to
Yeah,
continue. Yeah,
they help us to live
our
healthy.
healthy life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
healthy life.
So I think when it comes to loving others, when it comes to having kindness to others, and we tend to focus on human beings. That is what for many centuries. We have been advised and guide in some other traditions, like to be kind, be loving, mainly to human beings. But I think what we see in this loving kindness sutra is that from the beginning, we kind of break all kind of boundaries of
Mm.
different kinds of beings, right? So I think uh, the point before that, like when we think about like why why we why sometime in some maybe some people why they don't give the same kind of treatment to animals. I mean, they will, give a special care to human beings, but not necessary to animals, because in our mind we have a very important distinction, thinking that human beings are sentient.
Mm.
Means that human beings have emotions, they have cognition, and therefore, they, I
They
mean,
have mind.
they have mind. So when they come to animals, they're not sure whether they are really sentient. Sentient means whether they can really feel exactly how we feel.
Yeah.
Whether they are they really fully fully beings. So that was the issue. And even in the scientific communities, but they have an argument, saying that whether animals are fully sentient, do they really deserve the same moral status as human beings? So that was the argument. The point was that human beings um, are sentient, they have emotions, they suffer. Animals, we are not sure.
Yeah.
We are not sure whether they are sentient or suffer.
But
But
if you ask a question from anybody who are having pets, any type of pets,
yeah,
that might be birds, that might be
dogs
dogs,
and
that might
cats.
be any even snakes or whatever. They have all different types of birds.
Yeah, pets.
They know and they will tell you, Bante, they have recognized their emotions.
Emotions. Yeah. Actually, Bandit, now scientific community
Though
is
they have
yeah,
so-called arguments there,
yeah,
when you live
live closely with
closely,
them.
then you recognize.
That
Recently, I heard a story, Bante, about it is when that husband and wife having an argument, the dog get upset and he goes somewhere and
hide,
hide. He knows this is not the right time to
play.
play
Yeah.
with them.
I think even pets have empathy.
Yeah.
They sense they are masters of sadness. They
Yeah.
they try to console also. Yeah, I think, yeah, So, but there was an argument. But recently, actually, Bante, the scientific committee now fully declare, and they formally declared in 2012.
Oh,
2012, there's a declaration called Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness.
wow.
They formally declare that non-human animals are fully sentient and they have neurophysiological substrate, like neurophysiological basis for consciousness. So human beings are not the only beings who have consciousness, and scientific community has now declared,
Okay.
with the evidence that they can
2012
12, 12.
Cambridge Declaration.
Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness.
Oh, thank you, Bande. It's very important.
Yeah,
to know.
and even before that, actually, Bante, there was still in this person is living. There's a philosopher called Peter Singer,
Mm.
and he's a great proponent of animal rights. He's an Australian,
Yeah.
but right now he is also teaching. He teaches in the U.S. in the Princeton University. Originally, he's an Australian and used to teach in Monash University, and he has been philosophically arguing that like animals also deserve the same moral status as humans. The reason is given that that animals are equally capable to suffer. That is the point.
Mm.
And he proves that animals also suffer. So because we don't we treat human beings because the reason that we don't want to hurt or harm human beings, that because they suffer. If you don't suffer, so you can go ahead and do anything, like a rock. Why we can sit on a rock because we believe that it may not suffer. We can sit on a chair, but we will not sit on a human being, right? Because it will,
But you can
hurt.
sit, he or she, mom or dad, then
Yeah,
you can sit.
sit on the lap, but not in the way to suffer there. But the reason that we take care of human beings is that they have capacity to suffer. So therefore, we take care of them. So he's arguing that animals also have same capacity to suffer. Therefore, they share the same moral status. And his argument is actually that our evolution of our human beings should move ourselves to that direction.
Mm.
He was arguing that many years ago, in the Western civilization, when you think about like Greece, initially the only certain member of the human society had the full rights, like when they started the idea of democracy, and only certain high like people of the higher class have the all power, but they have equal power only to that group of people, but there are slaves and there are other kinds of people. So initially we thought that only certain selected member of human beings have full rights and others have partial rights. But in the human evolution, we recognize that no, it's not only part of human beings, but initially, actually, not all human beings, all men, not women,
Okay.
all selected men has the full power, full rights, and then they expanded it to say that not selected men, maybe all men, not women. It took some time to expand that scope to include even women, to consider them as fully I suppose human beings, right? So he's arguing that this was a process, we are slowly realizing, and we are expanding our scope of. He was talking about rights, and so. And so now we have all men has rights, and then later all women also have rights. So now we have all men's and women's have rights, but practically not everyone has rights, Bante, but still, but at least conceptually we are willing to admit that.
And also, the word right itself provides a bad kind
connotation.
of connotation for that.
Yeah.
So it's still there are, I think that's
Issues.
why issues and
Issues,
arguments. Yeah.
Now he's arguing that
But
we
from
should
this
we should
point of
forward.
view,
He's saying
yes.
that we should go forward. This is not the end. He said that human beings are now thinking, okay, now we have somehow expanded our scope fully and we include all human beings. He's saying that it's not complete yet. We had to expand this scope even to include animals and all other living beings too. Just like we were only limited to, treat, only certain, section of, human society initially, because, even those days actually, they were even killing other human beings to have to for the pleasure of those selected higher class human beings, right? And so he's saying that we have come a long way, like kind of opening. He said that now we have, maybe at least conceptually, we have come to include all human beings, but his argument is that we are not complete. We still have to go further than that. So he introduced a term called speciesism,
Mm,
like racism.
okay.
Bante. So if we have prejudice towards one race, we call it racism, right? And if you have prejudices for one sex, we call sexism. So in the same way, he introduced, I mean, not some other philosophy introduced, but he popularized that word called speciesism.
Mhm.
Like we favor one species,
Mm.
as we favor one race,
Mm.
like racism. This is speciesism.
Okay.
So he said we have to go beyond speciesism. We
Okay.
cannot really treat only one species as more important. And he was also arguing that we simply divide, okay, human beings and everyone else are animals. Human beings and animals. But he's arguing that if we cannot lump all beings, all non-humans as animals, because there are so much differences among those things. He's saying that there's very close similarity between an ape and human beings. He's asking that from an ape to an octopus, what kind of difference are there? So can we simply put all these non-human beings as animals? It is wrong. He said everyone is animal, so we cannot really distinguish human beings from the animals. That is his point. I mean, we can argue that okay, human beings maintain family ties. We maintain family ties, right? But there are animals who maintain family ties too.
Yeah.
And so his argument is very difficult to distinguish. And so therefore we should go beyond speciesism.
Okay.
I think when the Buddha started loving kindness discourse, saying when we started like talk about beings, he talk about breathing beings. Right there, I think Buddha has kind of gone beyond speciesism.
Yeah.
About
In the
breathing
first
beings.
word, huh?
Yes, in the first word. Yes. So I think we tend to think that human beings have some privileges, that we also have the term called sanctity of human life. Like human life has some kind of special status. Yes, definitely. I think even within the Buddhist tradition, we consider human birth as a precious birth. Not because we have more power to
I
use
think
others, but we have the opportunity to evolve,
That's
and we have
right.
opportunity for compassion.
That's right. That's what I wanted to tell Bante,
Yeah.
that you are special. Human beings are special, that because you
You
can practice loving kindness.
Loving kindness, yeah. So human birth is a precious birth because you can attain enlightenment. You can
To attain enlightenment, you can
means
practice mindfulness.
mindfulness and loving kindness.
That's right. Then you have a very balanced
Balance, yeah.
life.
So it's preciousness comes from your ability to take care of other beings. That's how you become special. Otherwise, there's no special sanctity or special value, privilege, or privilege to human beings. So it's definitely our birth, and we happen to be humans this life, but we could have been any other life form too, right? And we better treat other animals. We better develop a culture to take care of all other animals, because we never know that who we will be next time.
Next time,
Right?
in our journey, in our this circle. Huh?
Yes, yeah, but however, I think we should understand that
It is it is a kind of evolution, Bante. We have to think differently. Otherwise,
Differently.
you will
Yeah.
argue on this
Argue
topic.
this. Yeah.
But you
Can we
have to.
really distinguish, human beings and animals?
Yeah.
Of course, there are every animal has special characteristics.
But we know,
But
Bante,
but
everybody is seeking love.
yeah, when it comes to that,
Yeah,
everyone is
they easily get frightened and they run away, and that because they need love, they need safety.
Yeah.
That
Some
means,
some
but
scientists argue that Bante, human beings have conscious pleasure, that they seek pleasure, that they engage in sex for pleasure rather than reproduction, rather than like with the influence of genetic. But they have found actually even among animals, they have those sexual behaviors also. Like animals are not always only driven by hormones. They can also have some conscious behavior also. However, Bante, I have an interesting Jataka story to talk about, human beings. This Buddha has given a very, very nice story for us to understand the that there's not much distinction between human beings and animals. This is a Jataka story. We know that Jataka story is a story that Buddha talks about his previous lives. And sometimes Buddha also used Jataka story to bring a message, because stories can be important medium to carry a message. Today you may forget many things that we talk about, but hopefully you'll remember the story. The stories are something that you remember. So Buddha had to deal with the monk who fell in meditation, who could not focus his mind in meditation, and mainly his main point was that he was not contented with whatever condition that he has. He always finds something not perfect, something not fulfilling. So he has this discontent. So Buddha came to know about this monk, and Buddha really wanted to um, um, give him some guidance. So Buddha asked him to come, and Buddha is having some discussion. And Buddha said that, okay, I understand that your main issue is that you cannot find satisfaction. You are not easily contented. The part that we already discussed. And Buddha said that this not being able to being content is a human vice, is a human problem. In the ancient time, even animals have despised despised these human weaknesses. He said being discontent is a human weakness, not the animal weakness.
Okay.
And then Buddha gave a very interesting story. Occurred this story. A hunter went to the forest, and he had a trap, and there was one day a huge monkey was trapped into his trap. And he was the actual leader of the whole community of monkeys, because he didn't intend to catch a monkey, but the monkey was the one that happened to be in the trap. So seeing this monkey is very big, and is also nice body, and he had this crazy idea: I should somehow tie this monkey and bring this monkey to the city. I should present this monkey as a gift to my king, because I haven't seen this kind of like nicely built body of a monkey, and maybe my king will really like this monkey to adapt him as a pet. That I will get a lot of gifts, a lot of treatment from the king. So he did actually tie the monkey. He brought to the king and saying that I found a nice pet for you, and he really looks nice. I hope that you can train him. And of course, king like all to experiment with all these new ideas, and he decided to keep the monkey as a pet. And it took him a while to train this monkey. He got a lot of help from others. And then after a while, in being a monkey, he was really, slowly, in the beginning he didn't eat, it was so difficult for him. But gradually, I think he found that there's no way, no other way. He gradually got friendly with the king, and became more like a companion to him. And so, and he's always there to like entertain the king.
Okay.
And whenever king is in trouble, upset, he will play and he will do some, circus, and he will entertain the king. And gradually he becomes such a good friend to the king, and he got the opportunity to go to all important events. He went to like see concerts. He was able to go and see the, legal proceedings, and he went to see all kind of meetings, even weddings and all important meetings. So he get the opportunity to be very familiar with the human affairs. And after a while, because he became so friendly, and king started to develop some empathy towards this monkey. They become so close friends. And after a while, king realized that actually this monkey is such a great friend to me, but I think I'm not really considering his welfare. I'm using him to only to entertain me. So the king developed this like empathy and decided that, yeah, I know that you entertain me, but this is not the life that you like to live. You like to live in the forest. You like to live in the among the trees. So later he thought that, I will miss you so much, but I really now I understand that I what I did to you was not really right thing. I want you to like go back to your forest. And he summoned that hunter who gifted this monkey to him and asked, "Do you remember exact spot that you got this monkey?" He said, "Yes." And I order you, please bring this monkey to the same spot and release this monkey to be in the same environment that he used to be. So that was the king's order. So the hunter did that, bring this monkey and release the monkey in the same spot that he caught him. Monkey, without knowing, and now he would recover all the memories of the forest life, and remember that there's one a place, one rock where all the monkeys get together, and he found that place. He just waited there until all the monkeys will gather in the evening. And when the other monkeys saw him, and no one could believe what happened, because they thought that he has been killed, he has been
Okay.
missing, and they were looking for him. And
After a
and
while,
after a
he's back.
while, he's back. And they said, "What happened to you? We thought that you had gone." So according to this story, and the monkeys talk. Monkey talk each other, and so he explained what happened, and he was captured and all these things. And then after a while, these other monkeys said, "We would like to hear how was the human society? How was the human society?" And this monkey said, "Oh, don't even ask about it. Don't even ask about it. That is not appropriate for us." He said, no. We like to learn. We like to learn. And they keep requesting him. Keep requesting me. He said, "Oh, if you really want to tell, I will tell you only once. Only once I will tell you. Don't ask me again. It is so ugly out there." And then, okay, we are ready. Just tell us once. So this monkey said that, human beings have this strange weakness. They always want to call things as mine. That was the main weakness this monkey saw among human beings. They call this piece of land mine. They call this tree is mine. They call this mountain is mine. And they call this gold is mine. And sometimes even they call this person is mine.
Oh.
And they have this problem of taking things as mine. And then after they take things as mine, and they keep even fighting over things of mine. And sometimes they even kill each other. They even despise each other. They cheat each other. They lie to each other. Oh, that is so horrible. Fortunately, as monkeys, we don't call anything mine. We don't try to own anything on earth. And don't even go there. And and then so all the other monkeys got so horrified because he explained what our human beings are doing to each other after they take things as mine. What kind of cheating, what kind of things they do in the back of them, because he had so much experience in this royal life.
It is in a royal life.
Royal
How
life.
about in a kind of,
Yeah.
a lower
normal
level of
life, right? So therefore actually they decided to name that rock called Garahita, which means how to translate, but the Garahita is like blamed. And because they don't want to have the memory of what that monkey told them, so they decided to change their gathering place to a different place. They decided not to come to this rock again because they don't want to remember even what this monkey told them. And they changed the place and they start to gather in a different place. So this is such interesting story. Buddha is showing that if animals were to talk about human beings, this is how they will talk about us, right? So how we can really think about ourselves as very special and distinguished and higher than animals. That's the point there. So okay, so I hope that we should learn to we should start to take animals quite seriously and start to treat them as common common living beings, right, Bante?
Yeah.
It's not easy to distinguish and treat
ignore
ourselves
them.
ignore them.
I think that why we miss that quality if we evolved from monkeys, according to Darwin. Why we evolved that quality from monkey?
Yeah,
right?
maybe we have evolved, but not in the right way. Right? We have somewhere, in our evolution, we have, something has gone wrong. Maybe that is why we need this training, right?
Yeah,
Bhante?
we need some actually lessons from the animals.
Animals. Yeah. Okay, so I would like to, open our discussion. Maybe we can give a chance to maybe one or two questions if you have about, about this expanding our scope of. And if you have any of your own personal experience with animals, yeah, and we would like to hear, how close they are to human beings. Please share with us if you have any experience.
Any very specific.
Yeah,
experience.
Do you think that animals are fully sentient? They have emotions. They are conscious. They are, they are fully beings as we are.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, do you like to share any experience of seeing emotion or really conscious behavior of animals?
Well, as Bante Puna was saying, if we have mastiffs, so they're guard dogs, and our other mastiff, if we would argue, it actually would get really upset and get in between us and be upset. So it would not want to, it was just no, this is not right. She would get very upset.
Easy responding to the sound, or easy responding to the emotion. Sometimes they may be afraid of the sound that we are making.
She reacts to both, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, emotions even and sound. So you were saying that even if I'm sad, they'll cuddle up. Yeah.
Okay.
So definitely.
Bante, do you have any comments?
It is okay to have pets, right?
Oh, yeah. I think Nancy is asking a question. Is it right to have pets? It's Nancy. Also Nathan. Oh, it's Nathan. Yeah. Is it right to have pets? I think that's another discussion we have to have, Bante, right? Is it right to have pets? I mean, as long as we give them their freedom and take care of them, right? Yeah.
If you want to take care of them, you have right to take care of them.
Take care of them, yes. I think Kyoko is saying that animals animals love you without conditions, and even they can grieve. They can grieve the loss of other pets. Okay. I think so. So in our loving kindness, that is why we always want to expand our loving kindness beyond human beings to all other life forms. I think what they start with breathing beings and all other life forms. So I think let us keep that focus. Let us keep expanding our loving kindness in that way. So it's kind of expanded, and we embrace all living beings, and we try our best not to harm or hurt any living beings. It is so difficult to live without making any kinds of we cannot sometimes avoid like making some kind of burden. We may have to be burdened to other beings just to live, right? But we can try our best to not to harm or be hurtful to other animals, to all life forms, right? Yeah. So let's try to do that. So we are all. So let us also try to go beyond speciesism, like racism, sexism, speciesism, like all species, right? How to say that, Bhante?
Species.
Yeah, all species are equally valuable. So let's go beyond the speciesism. Yeah. Okay, with that, let us move to the other part of the program. And by today coming together for this practice, doing this chanting and practice together, we have generated so much goodness, so much good merits in our mind. Let us now share these merits with everyone else. We want to generously share whatever goodness, whatever good energy, whatever positive energy we develop right now. We want to share it with all others. First of all, let us think about all of our family members who are with us and who are no more with us today, our departed relatives. Let us be grateful to them, show our gratitude, and share this goodness, share this positive energy with them too. May all of our departed relatives share these merits. May they be benefited from these merits. May they be well and happy wherever they may be. Idang me ñātinang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Idang me ñātinang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Idang me ñātinang hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Let us also share these merits with all other living beings. If there's any living being in this world who would like to share this merit, may he or she do so. May all living beings share our merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ettavata ca amhehi sambhetang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act kick in the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana. Purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be heedful. Let us now, we will chant the loving kindness sutra, the Metta Sutra. We will chant the loving kindness sutra and wishing all of you well-being and peace and happiness. We know the meaning of this loving kindness sutra is profound than we usually think. We are going to chant that to generate the vibration, wholesome vibrations. And throughout this chant, we will also maintain unbounded loving kindness to all of you, wishing you all peace, happiness, and a stronger immunity, especially during these days. May you all be blessed with good health, stronger immunity, and may you all receive these blessings, receive the blessings of the wholesome vibration, receive the blessings of the loving kindness. And you can also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with, your family members, people who are sick. Recall them to your mind and share these blessings with them too. May all of you receive these blessings. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya manta kusalena yantang santang padang abhisamicca sakko ujuca sojuca suvaco chansa mudu anatimani santos sakoca subharoca ampakincoca sallahuka buddhi santrindriyoca nipakoca ampagambo kulesu ananugindo naca kundang samacare kinciyena vinyo pare upavadeyam sukino vakemino hontu sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitanta ye kechipana bhutanti tasavatavrava anavasesadigawa ye mahantava majjimarasya kanukatula dittava yeva andita ye dure vasanti avidure bhutava sambhave siva sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitantana paro parang nikumbete yati manyeta kanta chinang kanche vyarosana patigha sanyānānya manyasya dukkhamicchaya mātā yatāniyang
පුත්තං ආයුසා ඒක පුත්ත මනුරක්කේ වං සම්බ භූතේසු මාන සංභාවයේ අපරිමානං මෙත්තං ච සම්බ ලෝකස්මින් මාන සංභාවයේ අපරිමානං උත්තං අදෝච තිරියං ච අසංවාදං අවේරං අසපත්තං තිත්තං චරං නිසින්නෝ වාසයානෝ වායාවතස්ස විගද මින්දෝ ඒතං සතින් අදිත්තේය බ්‍රහ්මමේතං විහාරං ඉදමාහෝ දෙත්තිංච අනුපගම්ම සීලවා දස්සනේන සම්පන්නෝ කාමේසු විනීය ගේදං නහි ජාතු ගම්බසෙයං පුනරේති තේන සච්ච වඤ්ඤේන සොත්ති තේ හෝතු සම්බදායේතේන සච්ච වඤ්ඤේන සම්බරෝගෝ විනස්සතෝ ඒතේන සච්ච වඤ්ඤේන හෝතු තේ ජය මංගලං සම්බීතියෝ විවජ්ජන්තු සම්බරෝගෝ විනස්සතු මාතේ භවත්වන්තරායෝ සුඛී දීඝායුකෝ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ බුද්ධානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ.
Let us take a moment to have a reflection. Try to recall to your mind whatever kind deed that we were able to do during last few days. Recall to your mind an actual incident in which you were able to be kind to someone. You got an opportunity to do an act of kindness. Just recall such an incident. Let us rejoice. Let us rejoice. These moments of kindness, they show that we can overcome our defilements, we can grow our goodness. Let us rejoice. On this day or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind
and
deeds,
reducing those kind deeds,
resolving not to compare myself with
resolving
others.
not to compare myself with others,
I rejoice in those kind
and
deeds,
reducing those kind
and
deeds,
gladly share this joy with all beings everywhere.
and gladly share this joy with all beings everywhere.
May my kind
May my
deeds
kind deeds
relieve the burdens of other
relieve the burdens
beings.
of other beings.
May my kind
May my
deeds
kind deeds
shield me from all dangers and
shield me
pain.
from all dangers and pain.
May my kind
May my
deeds
kind deeds
and merits that come from
and
them
merits that come from them
help me in freeing my
help
heart.
me in freeing my heart.
Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness we receive from others during last few days. Somebody should have showed their kindness, care, and have helped you in some way. Let us recall such a moment that we received kindness from someone. And even you heard about a kind deed of someone. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day,
On this day,
or in the
or in
past,
the past,
if I have seen or heard
if I have seen or heard
of the kind deeds done by others,
the kind deed done by others,
with their body, speech, or mind,
their body, speech, or
whether
mind,
great or little,
their great or little,
here before the Buddha,
here before the
I
Buddha,
call to
I
mind
call to mind
those kind
those
deeds,
kind deeds,
and let my heart
and let my heart
rejoice.
rejoice.
I rejoice in the goodness of
I
others,
rejoice in the goodness of others,
being always ready to praise kind people
being always praised kind
and
people,
follow their
and
example.
follow the example.
I rejoice in the goodness of
I
others,
rejoice in the goodness of others,
appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world.
appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world.
I rejoice in the goodness of
I
others,
rejoice in the goodness of others,
expressing gratitude for any kindness done.
expressing gratitude for any kindness done.
May the kind deeds of
May
others
the kind deeds of others
bring safety and happiness to many living
bring
beings.
safety and happiness to many living
May the
beings.
kind deeds of
May
others
the kind deeds of others
foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings.
foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings.
May the kind deeds of
May the
others
kind deeds of others
nurture goodness in me
nurture goodness in me
and many living
and many
beings.
living beings.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, it was so great to have you all. I think thank you everyone for everyone who joined from YouTube, and also thank you everyone who joined from Zoom. We can see you. That is wonderful. Yes, so
Thank you.
yeah, let us meet next week also. And thank you very much, and we wish everyone good health.
Sugihoto.
Oh yes, Suki Hotu. Okay, Zoom people.